Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. Griff is here with me again, and we are in the Northern Kawartha Lakes. We're here to do a little fun episode for you guys. Small little back lake. There's largemouth in here, there's smallmouth in here. We got a bunch of rods tied up that I'm gonna go over here with you quick. We got 5 bait casters on the go. A lot of the times, if you're fishing for largies in the North Kawarthas, this is the kind of stuff you need. So the first thing, Texas rig, punch bait, thicker stuff, you know, 3/4 ounce weight. I got a Gee Crack Bellows gill on there. The second to go with that, now that flippin' stick I got braid on, this one I have fluoro on, and that's got the old flippin' jig on it. Of course, a frog. And then we got 2 moving bait rods. We got the chatterbait and we got the spinner bait. Might throw a swim jig, might throw a swim bait, might throw a small glide bait. Let's get out there and see what they're eating. There's a lot of them like this in here, but there's also a lot of like 2 to 3 pounders, so we're looking for those ones. Long and lean. Hey, we haven't broke any records yet, but when you can catch them on a frog, still looking for some size upgrades, but we're catching them. You know, when you're in the North Kawartha Lakes, most of the lakes up here, you know, they're shield lakes. So they got the deep water in the middle, and it's almost like a bowl, you know, the sides, steep banks, lots of cover on the banks, whether it's wood, rock, weed, pad, docks, all kinds of stuff. And you'll find patterns. You'll find some days the fish are relating more to the grass. You'll find some days the fish are relating more to the wood, more to the docks. Maybe some of them are only on drop-offs going off into the deeper water. It changes. But you could start to see patterns as you go throughout the day. You know, right now we've kind of caught some fish off everything. But each time we get one of those bites that's a little bit bigger, that's what we're going to notice. Okay, we got this one off, you know, this kind of cover, that kind of cover. Start putting the puzzle together. It's a little better. Another spinnerbait fish. Still haven't run into any of those back lake biggins, but catching lots of fish. Moving baits. Yoink. Jig fish of the day. Catching them on all kinds of stuff. Oh, dude. Oh my God. That's a nice one. That is the first solid bite of the day. And it was on a frog.
Holy crap, he just engulfed.
Yeah, it was gone. Jackal Cara frog. This is the NEST-BEATZofficial chartreuse. Nice fish. Let's get a few more bites like that. That'll make a day for sure. It's another one on the Cara frog. Beat. Cara beat.
There you go. Got him. That's all right. Jackal Cara frog. He gobbled it.
Another one on the carabit. Boom.
Nice.
On him. There we go. Bigger than you thought.
Hey-oh.
There's a nice one for Griff. Cara frog. He's using a black one, black gill. Like I said, I got the beat. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. You want a net? Okay. He's bigger than I thought he was.
Yeah, true. That's all right. Hey,
Nice work,
on the
dude.
jig. Watched him come right over. Yeah, like he came up on the frog first, missed it. Then we were throwing the frog in there 2 or 3 more times, and he was, you know, you could see him swirling on it a bit. He wasn't really taking it. Then he followed Griffin's frog right out till about, I don't know, 20 feet off the boat here. So I picked up the jig and flipped the jig in. That's 3 good ones. So you probably hear it in a lot of fishing shows, but when you're fishing largemouth, whether it's docks, pads, you know, anything, and you're throwing something like a frog, it's good to have a follow-up bait. You know, that's the second fish today that we had a blow up and that reacted to our frog but didn't eat it. Threw in there a few more times, nothing. Flipping the jig, boom, right away. So goes to show you, have a follow-up bait, and sometimes that can score you a few more bonus fish.
You want a net?
Big enough.
Beauty,
on.
dude.
I literally just said to Griffin, I'm like, dude, it would be too cool to catch a nice one out of one of these trees. It's a pretty nice one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at the stomach on him. All right, let's go.
Nice job, man.
It's a good day to catch buckets. That's a butterball. Holy smokes. Another one.
No.
Oh. All right.
Well,
That's another one. One tree over, and a little smaller, but still like a nice fish. To add in a few more B-roll runs. Got one. Yeah, good one. Yep. Yes, sir. That's another good one.
way to go. A little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah, that's a big upgrade, man. 2-pounder going back.
There's another.
That's another solid one. I'm just gonna weigh this one to kind of see. You know, this is like now kind of the average size that we've been catching. A lot of them have been about like that. 286. Yeah, just about a 3-pounder. So we got some good weight and well. That one's not gonna be bigger than any of the ones we got in there. So. Yeah. Again, just lots of fun. Okay. Okay. All right, just about ready to wrap up. Head back to the launch, show you these fish, go over what we were using, call it a day. Okay, made it back to the launch. That was a pretty awesome day of largemouth fishing. Let me get Griff in the shot here too. I caught nice largemouth, Griff caught nice largemouth. This is one of the best days that we've had out on this little pond. You know, if I was to pick a way to catch them coming out for largemouth, it would be a frog and flipping a jig, and that's exactly what we did. I'm gonna go over my two setups with you, my frog setup, my jig setup, kind of show you what I was throwing, and then we'll show you these fish. So when we started out today, we were throwing spinner baits. Griff was throwing a dark sleeper gill, but the two baits that really excelled, we ended up switching over after I caught that first big one, was the frog and the jig. So frog setup, we got the IMAX Pro 884 topwater frog rod. I got that paired up with a Metanium MGL 65-pound Power Pro, and then we were the one that I was using today is that new Carabit frog that's got that little blade on the back. A bright chartreuse adds a little bit of extra sound when you're throwing it through the pads. I think it allows the fish to find it a little bit better. And secondly was the jig rod. I caught a few flipping a bellows gill too, but the best ones were on the flippin' jig here. So this is a GCX 894 JWR, so a 7.5 heavy. Now, I have a few different flippin' sticks, and this one I throw fluorocarbon on. Bantam MGL on there with 20-pound fluorocarbon. I think using the fluorocarbon gets you a few more bites, especially when you're dealing with clear water fish, pressured fish. It is a little bit trickier to feel those bites than the braid. It's something you have to get used to, but I think it does help at times. And then a 9/16 ounce flippin' jig, didn't have to go super heavy. Let's have a look at the fish we caught. This was a great day of largemouth fishing. It was a lot of fun. And that is what almost 20 pounds of buckets looks like. 19 and change, North Kawartha Lakes, largemouth fishing on a frog and a jig. Can't beat it. Let's send these guys home. All right, as always, thanks everyone for watching this video. Bash that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoyed it, follow myself and Mr. Griffin. Bye everybody, see you on the next one.